Namaste everyone, Yoga Chris here, and I'm going to show you a partner Thai move that is a partner yoga move to help relieve the psoas and the sacrum. And so in a minute I'll have my partner come here, and it's important to be really gentle to communicate with the partner. You'll see some examples of me doing that, and just check in. And also receiver, it's a quote to Jason Niemer that I just heard recently was, if you receive a bad massage, that's the receiver's fault, because you can always voice harder, softer, more here, it's not comfortable there. So always be comfortable communicating with your partner if you want or need something different. And givers, you check in. I'm doing this because one, in the acro yoga and in the yoga discipline, it's very common to have an agitated psoas and hip flexors, and also there's a lot of SI instability. Also, I've received a lot of requests for partner meditation. This is a partner meditation. On the exhales is when we apply pressure, or you'll see me do some pulling. The effort for the giver is applied on the exhale. And of course, as always in a Thai massage, givers, you're transmitting your comfort. So always be comfortable in whatever position you're doing as a giver. Be comfortable in giving. It's better to be comfortable and not be as, skilled or knowledgeable than to have lots of skill, techniques, and knowledge, but be agitated in the breath. We don't want that. So without further ado, here is, I don't have names for these Thai moves, so just enjoy and incorporate as you will. The key feature of this move is I'm putting my foot underneath the back, between the floating ribs and the pelvis. And I want to get it as deep as possible. Literally, I'll lift her up and scoop it way under. Whether I do this with the inside or outside foot is irrelevant, and I'm going to do it on this outside foot. Ooh, mosquitoes here. We might not stay here long. So under the thigh, under the ribs, and I just scoop my foot on in there. That's a monster of a mosquito. They got them big here in Portland. Now from here, I'll cup, and I'll show you the other side also, but this way you see this side, and I scoop around the ribs and the thigh. And I'm just gonna lean back while I lift my foot. So I'm lifting the toes, they're all the way under the spine. Notice how I'm resting my body on my thigh. Any way that you can make the job easier for yourself, givers, is ideal. How is that?
Feels good.
More or less?
That's good.
So on my inhales, I'm pulling and lifting the toes. Good. And once I have this, here's the primary move. I'll be on my fists or hands on the opposite side, and so my shin must be between the ribs and the pelvis. I don't want the ribs, I don't want any of her bones in contact with my shin. So I take an inhale, and on her exhale, I lunge into her side, gently. Then I hold the position, she inhales again, and as I exhale, I gently go just a slightly bit deeper, not too intense. And she can always tell me if that's enough or she'd like less or more. We'll go about maybe 5 breaths in. How is that?
It's good. I like the pressure.
Good. Take a couple of breaths here. I want to use a whole full breath to exit. Take the foot out, maybe shake things up a little bit, help everything reset. That goes in through the side, and if you go deep enough, eventually you access the psoas. If not, you still get a lot of those tissues around that region that affect the psoas, including Quadratus lumborum. So I'll go ahead and switch sides. When you switch sides, it's very effective to keep some point of contact with your receiver. Doing the same technique, scooting up receivers, make sure and let your givers move your body. Don't be tempted to move yourself. I get the foot as deep as I can, right between the ribs and the pelvis, and then cup under the ribs and under the thigh. And I want to make it as easy and comfortable as I can. I'm kind of in a squat on the back leg. You can always put pillows or anything you need to make that back knee and ankle comfortable. And then I lift up with the foot and toes. Then I'll set up for the lunge. On an exhale, I go in, just slightly. You can always add or subtract pressure on the next breath. Or if you need to subtract pressure before the next breath, that's fine too. Good. Angie's doing a good job of deep, relaxed breathing. Drop the tongue, sink into the support of the ground. And really surrender and communicate if you need or want something more or less. How's the pressure? Good, we'll do this for 2 or 3 breaths here. I'm at the deepest setting that I'll go. And I'm as comfortable as possible as a giver. That means I stack my bones, I'm on my palms or fists. Good, it went a little deeper there. And I let her inhale, push my shin out, unscoop my foot, give some rocks, let everything shake about, loosen it up. And then always take your time coming out of the massage. We're gonna get out of here before we get eaten by mosquitoes, but that's the essence of it. After a partner massage or any partner yoga work, or play, it's really effective to give positive reinforcement, what you liked first, and if you have a suggestion for the next time, or then that would come afterwards. That's an important syntax to the communication that will facilitate wanting to do it again. And so again, you start with what you liked. For example, I really liked that Angie surrendered, and I know that's a challenging thing if you don't get massages a lot. So that was really beautiful, and there's no corrections on the giver side that I can think of. If there was maybe difficulty surrendering, then I might say something like, "It's really impressive that you allowed yourself to try something new, and it's just a practice of surrender, so that comes with time." And so that's how that would go. And if you liked this video, if you want more Thai moves, then definitely comment below. There's, a whole compendium of Atlas or Thai massage moves, and I'll see you in the next one. Namaste.